Hello, I'm Julie Pettyjohn, and I am thrilled to be part of the MK Quilts team. And I'm really honored, so honored. They're a great bunch. I met MK in 2018. In the beginning of 2018, I went to one of her classes that was pre-COVID, when we could actually all get together, praying that comes soon. And I met her and just everything clicked. This light bulb went off and I said, I get it. I so get it. And I knew that I was going to follow this woman. Any classes she had, anything she had, I was going to follow her because I could learn so much from her. And I could tell she was a really great person too. But recently, I got a phone call from Melissa and from Paul and was really surprised but so honored when they asked me to be their free motion ambassador. The more we talked, I said, hey, I think I'm the perfect person for this because I have been a teacher and I feel like I'm a pretty good teacher. I hope that you like what you come to see from me. And I just really enjoy helping people out. For the past 3 years, I have been doing some free motion, but I have this Amara. As you can see, I love my Amara. And I bought a Pro Stitcher. Well, I started out with a Pro Stitcher, and then whenever I would do free motion, I would compare myself to a computer, which you just can't do because I was never going to be perfect, okay? But there's beauty in a little bit of imperfection too. But I really had a desire to do free motion. Now, you would think, okay, if you've been doing free motion for 3 years, maybe you're pretty good. But I haven't been doing it consistently all this time because, as I said, I use my Pro Stitcher. So what I started doing was venturing out a little bit and like doing a little bit of Pro Stitcher and a little bit of free motion. So my quilts would have Pro Stitcher and some free motion. Okay, so, and I found too that some designs I have really good, I'm really proud of. Some designs I'm still working on. But I'm fresh enough into this that I think that I kind of get where you're coming from with some of your challenges. So hopefully I can relate to that and give you some tips that I've picked up on the way that help me. I am living in Carterville, Missouri, and this is my studio. And it is in my home. I one day was looking, I have my long arm downstairs and my sewing machine upstairs, and one day I was just gazing at this wall, took a picture of it and sent it to my husband, which is a really weird thing to send a picture of. We started tearing into some walls to make an open space so I could fit my Amara up here, and I love it. I just love my space. And I am a person who feels like that's very important, to feel good in your space. I want to show you what I have worked on a little bit. Most of it, went to customers or were gifts. So I don't have a lot of things with me. But I do want to show you the very first quilt that I said, I am doing this entirely free motion. Sometimes think I'm too embarrassed to show this to people because it's not good enough. Don't ever say that. I absolutely love this quilt. It is a pattern by Deb Heatherly, and it was a mystery quilt. And I used rulers around the stars. I did pebbles in here. I did swirls. And if you want to examine each swirl, they're not perfect, but all together, they look really great. And I know yours will too. So I did swirls as a filler. So ruler work, swirls, pebbles, wishbones. Now, this Pro Stitcher. wasn't I loved that design and I wanted it there on my quilt. Now, I've shown you my beginning thing, but I am so proud of this. I really want to share. This is on a computer screen. I'm just showing you a picture of a computer screen. I had a customer ask me for she wanted on this quilt, she pieced it and she wanted it really densely quilted. And so anyway, and I said, well, I'm best at feathers. She wanted free motion. And I was kind of scared doing so much free motion for a customer. And I said, but I should go with what I'm best at. And for some reason, some of the simple shapes sometimes are harder for me than the feathers. And she said, then do feathers. And she and I were just both so pleased with that. This was just a little fun embroidery sampler. I did free motion quilting all over it. So the inside white is kind of a flower meander. And then I did like leaves and like a leaf meander kind of thing on the blue borders. This is a scan view of my studio, at least for now. When the Moxie comes, woohoo, going to be adding that. I know I have already made this longer than MK wants. If I'm asked to start talking about quilting, I really need a clock or a timer on me, I guess. But it is such a wonderful, fun thing to be doing. And I just want to share that joy with everyone else, anyone who's interested in it. I hope I can meet your needs as a free motion ambassador as we both journey through this together. I've come a long way, but I know I still have a long way to go. And I want to share my tips and tricks and things with you. I look forward to visiting with you. I look forward to hearing any questions you have and giving any help I can possibly have. I just look forward to this whole experience. It's going to be wonderful. Thanks so much for letting me share a little bit about myself with you.
All right, everybody. Well, that was a quick intro to Julie, but here she is live with us on the screen. Hi, Julie.
Hi, MK.
How are you today?
I am fantastic.
Awesome. Well, I am fantastic too. So Julie and I decided to just do a little bit of interview style, even though that we presented that video to you. You got to learn a little bit about her, but we thought we would do this interview style because I want you to get a feel for kind of what Julie has in store for the university, some of the things maybe that she's planning, little sneak peeks and keep watching type of an interview. Okay. So the first thing is, Julie, I see behind you, you have your beautiful Amara there set up and ready to go. So tell us, you're going to be doing some free motion content and you're going to be using your Amara for some of that. And you're going to be using your new Moxie for some of that, correct?
That's correct. My Amara, I love my Amara. I just love it. But I do quilt for customers, and sometimes it's busy. I've got a quilt on there. So when I saw the Moxie, I was so excited because I've loved the idea of doing free motion. I love it when I'm free motioning, but I also love my pro stitcher. So I decided that maybe it'd be a good idea if when the Amara is busy with another quilt, that I could have a machine where I could do free motion. And so this is going to be fantastic.
You know what, you guys, I didn't even ask Julie to make that plug, but that is a beautiful example of if you've got the space and if you're really doing this as a small business like Julie is, maybe you just need another machine. Maybe you just want to play a little bit. Maybe you do want to venture into that free motion, and adding a Moxie to your studio is really a great idea. So thanks for that sales pitch, Julie.
Well, it's the truth. It's the truth. I love free motion, and like I said, I love both. But I seemed like I wasn't getting enough practice with my free motion because I was relying on the pro stitcher for my customers. And sometimes I was mixing a little bit of free motion in with the pro stitcher, but I just didn't have enough time to do all free motion. And this way I will. So I am thrilled.
Okay, so Julie, do you have some thoughts or have you been thinking about some things that you want to start with or some ideas for, weekly things or monthly things or what has kind of been germinating in your head?
I want to start out for that real beginner and do like a free motion one-on-one and talk about all of the basics, some of the things that sometimes you think, well, I'm a little embarrassed to ask. Maybe that's silly. It's not silly, not at all. Like, how do I stand? Do I use both hands? I've seen some people with one. There are just so many things that are different about doing free motion. And I want to try to address every one of those things of here's how you get started. I want you to feel comfortable and I want you to have fun and enjoy this, okay? And not tense up and stop breathing because that's the
Right.
first a lot of people just find out, whoa, I feel a little dizzy. I think I haven't been breathing here. Step one is remember to keep breathing. That, and then I want to, I've already put together a couple of courses that'll be coming out on swirls and swirl variations. And I want to just do some of the different designs and motifs and then how do you use them and on and on. And then I have a panel that I found that I thought would be so cool to just show how we can just really use our creativity and go to town on that. Also, Ellen and I have just started talking and she's got lots of ideas too. So I think when the two of us put our heads together, we're going to come up with all sorts of fun things.
So you guys, I really want you to understand that we have excitement, we have some initial ideas, but we want to let this thing kind of evolve into what it needs to be. So, you're just going to have to trust us a little bit and just continue to watch and learn. Be open to the fact that you probably will make mistakes. And don't be afraid to show what you've done because if you put yourself out there, maybe be a little bit vulnerable, you're going to show somebody else that they can have the courage to show what they've done too. And everybody learns from looking and sharing. Okay? So whatever Julie has planned, whatever Ellen has planned, I'm just super excited. Well, Julie, we are super excited to have you on the team. As of the date of this recording, you do not have your Moxie yet, do you?
Actually, I hadn't got the chance to tell you.
Oh my
It
gosh.
came today.
Today.
Yes,
Oh
it's
my
in the
gosh.
boxes still. So when my husband gets home, we're ripping into them. I can't wait.
Awesome. Well, you guys, as of the date of this video, we already have some videos out there that Paul and I did when we did our unboxing, showing you how easy it is to put together the Moxie. And Ellen and I have done some promotional videos, so hopefully you've seen that. I want you to really see how easy this is. And, Julie's going to be working on an Amara and a Moxie. Ellen works on an Amara, whatever machine that you have, even if you are in this free motion tier and you don't have a handy quilter machine, you have stumbled on this group and you're learning on a different machine. We're all welcome here. And we hope that this is just going to be such a joy filled and fun journey for you. Julie, welcome. Thank you so much already in advance for what you've got planned, what you're going to be releasing. And yeah, everybody just continue to keep watching, continue to learn, and it's going to be great. I can feel it.
I'm
All right.
excited.
Me too. Okay, well, you guys, I think that's all Julie and I have for you today. I'm going to get back to quilting here in Florida. Julie's going to get back to quilting there in Missouri. And we're going to be both of us, all of us, your whole team here at MK Quilts and MK Quilts University, working on new content for you. Thank you so much, everybody. And until next time, from our studio and hers too, to you, happy quilting. Bye-bye.